Hey guys, no easy day here, and welcome to my Gargoyles money making guide. Enjoy. Alright guys, so I'm doing a voiceover, so pay attention to basically what's going on the screen. So for this, it is a Gargoyles money making guide. You will need 75 Slayer for it, so it is for a little bit higher levels. You can have decent stats to do it. It's the gear that counts. I'm using, a regular setup, helmet and knee, it's not Fire Cape, Glory or Fury, Dragon Dagger for spec. I have a whip and just like the basic stuff, Zerker Ring. And then looking in the inventory, basically the setup that you want to have, I have the whip, I have Alks, nose peg is essential. Unless you're on a Slayer task, then you just use your Slayer helmet. And then I have full Guthans to heal, obviously. And then I definitely have potions. The potions will definitely help. And then the most important thing you need to have with you, trust me, it's one of the most important things you need to have with you, is that rock hammer at the bottom there. Basically what happens is when you start killing them, you have to hit them at the very end, to kill them basically, once they get to 9 or lower hit points. So that rock hammer is essential. You can also go to one of the Slayer Masters, and the Slayer Master will have a reward for you where you knock them out automatically. That's what I have, so it makes it a heck of a lot easier to kill them and get drops, because you don't have to focus on that. Right here, I'm going to just show real quick how to get there from Varrock. We're going to go to the Slayer Tower, so center of Varrock, you just basically follow the path up, like as if you were doing the Priest in Peril quest to get to Canifis. You go through the temple, and then you make your way to the Slayer Tower, which is right up there, and then Canifis is where I'm at, where the bank is. You can either run back and forth to the bank, you can do an ectophile, teleport or whatnot, but let's show you how to get there from here. Alright guys, so this part is extremely important. Once you get to this door in the Slayer Tower by the Blood Velds, as you can see in my top left, my Slayer task is Aberrant Specters. They will drain all of your stats down to 1. I made the mistake of doing this the first time, and I didn't have a nose peg with me, and I ended up having to use basically all of my pots just to get back up so that I could kill the gargoyles, and I didn't have any pots with me. So the nose peg is essential, so you want to put it on before you go through that door. And then what I like to do once I go through the door is pray mage. That way they don't hit me at all. And then you just run through. You'll probably have 1 or 2 attack you. And then you basically just follow this route to get up the stairs. The gargoyles are like right there, but this is like the essential part. You will be screwed if you don't have that nose peg. But basically we're here. The gargoyles are right in front of me. As you can see, that's a gargoyle right there. This is the part, where I'm gonna go ahead and attack them for an hour just to see, the loot that I get and how much money I actually make in an hour. You can usually make anywhere between 500,000 to $1 million per hour. And then, but depending on your gear, obviously, if you have a bludgeon, you're going to kill these things way faster. And then, obviously you get better drops, and the XP per hour plus the money making per hour goes up. But at the end of the video, I'm going to show you what it looks like. So pot up, get your spec ready, and I'm about to run in right about now. Let's go.
the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you, 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 won't you let the light shine through?
Alright guys, so that was 1 hour at Gargoyles. Just going to finish this one up real quick. Honestly, that cash pile is not that great. Ooh, gold bars. That cash pile is not that great. Usually after an hour I have about 500k cash pile. The drops, my RNG was just off right now. But I'm not going to let that hold us back because there's still some items in there. But that was 1 hour at Gargoyles. It's actually not that bad. Like Wyverns gets tedious after a while. I can do this like over and over again. So let's go ahead and take this to the Grand Exchange. I'm going to sell everything just to see what we have left over. Honestly, thought I was going to have more items at the end of this. But that's okay because I think I got about 75k to 80k XP, defense XP. So I even believe I got a level in there. So, you know, it's good XP per hour for what they are. You know, just getting 75k XP plus the money on top of it, which is definitely a plus. Steel bars, I pick up everything, literally. Got 1 granite maul. Usually after an hour I leave with 2 to 3. You know, and then fire runes, I just picked up a couple fire runes. I sometimes don't pick them up, but and then the gold ore I usually have about 200, so it's close on that. And then with the pure essence I usually have about 2.5k. So I was way off. I think I'm gonna go ahead and bring an Ring of Wealth next time, just so I can get more you know, rune drops, because you know, the rune items are what you alch. That's what gets you the most money. These are just some items that you pick up and make a little bit of money off of, 30, 40k here. But it definitely adds up. The gold bar is kind of pathetic, 3k. But it is 3k in one slot. So, and then the pure S I pick up because all this, you know, all this adds up, and it's just, you know, it's one more spot. It's not that big of a deal. But at the end, I had about 480k, almost 500k from 1 hour, which isn't too bad. And like I said, my RNG was off and my stats aren't the best. So if your stats are way better than mine, obviously you're going to get more drops. You know, let's see here, 487, 917. So, you know, a little bit off 500k. But I'd say this is about 500k to 1 mil per hour. Obviously, if you have a bludgeon or, you know, another weapon that's going to, you know, 5 hit them, then you can probably double, triple that in an hour. You know, even double 1 mil in an hour. So that was basically it for the Gargoyles guide. Like I said, if you decide to do this, it's great money, great XP. There's not a whole lot of people there all the time like there is at Wyverns and in other places, and I feel like this is better money making than at Wyverns. I think I'm going to go ahead and do this until 90 defense, 90 attack, 90 strength, just so I can make a little bit of money while getting my stats up. And that full Guthans helps out a lot because you can just stay there for as long as you want. You can do like a 4-hour trip, and one thing that we didn't get was any runite ore, and that's what usually boosts it up a little bit too because they're like 11k each. But anyway, hope you enjoyed the video, and I will catch you guys later.